Hello. And welcome to Don't Say Cunt. Oh, I really feel like I timed that well that time. I really feel like I got the cunt at the right spot.
You felt that?
Yeah, I felt like I really was in sync with the track.
Well,
that time I was feeling like a musicality to it.
Yeah.
That I don't normally feel.
You always do want to hit cunt in the right spot.
Yeah, you want to be on the right.
Trust me, you do want to hit cunt in the right spot.
Yeah.
It's very rare that it is hitting the right spot.
Yeah, that's what I've learned from the advent of female comedians.
That's right.
No.
They complain about men not knowing how to find clitorises.
I don't know what that is.
And
I don't know. I think that wrote in off of men going, my girlfriend says I don't know where the clitoris is.
Yeah. I know. I had a girlfriend once who said men couldn't find the clitoris with a map. And I said, have you tried? You should maybe just try drawing the map first before you complain. Mm-hmm. And just see. But anyway, this is Don't Say Cunt. And this is the show where we promise not to say cunt.
That's the rule.
For 45 minutes. It's a promise that we make. Sometimes people come in and they say it after. I mean,
is it the same type of promise as like when I sell my watch and you sell your hair?
No, that's an irony.
Is that
I think that's
story?
an irony.
Is that called the promise?
It was like, no, they didn't promise. It was What was that?
That was the gift of the Magi.
The gift of the Magi.
To the Magi.
Yeah, that's where a woman cuts off all her hair to buy her husband a watch chain.
Right.
Yeah.
And he sells his watch to buy a monkey's paw.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't remember that part of the story.
And then the monkey's paw is cursed.
I wrote a story once where a guy sells his hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And his wife buys him head wax, and it all works out really well.
Really? That's a happy story.
Yeah.
What did she sell to buy the head wax?
Nothing. It was
she had the
had
cash.
it already.
She
had cash.
Job. She had a job.
That's the thing. If
she
you
just
have
saved
cash,
up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead
then
of
love that
selling
story. We told it every Christmas.
Yeah.
It was all about saving money.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like it's more
or
in-depth.
never throwing out head wax.
Or just assuming that eventually your husband will shave his head and he's going to need head wax.
So just keep some in the cupboard.
Because some assumptions are just worth making.
Is it head wax or head oil?
Well, I don't know. I guess it's a choice.
Jeez, that's another story.
I'd want an oil.
It's a choice.
That was my first draft. Was head oil.
Head oil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just didn't have the kind of magical feeling.
What's his name?
Oh.
Well, I haven't told him your name either. So
What's your name?
Yeah, I'll get all defensive.
Can I introduce you today?
Sure, introduce me.
Yeah.
Paul.
This is Dave Moley.
No, what?
What's his name?
Did your mic cut out?
No, I don't think his mic cut out.
I don't think that was my name. I don't think that was it.
The man you're listening to over there is Dave Moley.
No, that's not it. Unless I've been wrong all these years.
Dave Moley.
Dave Moley?
Dave Holey.
Nope.
Dave Holey.
Dave Holey.
No.
Dave Holey.
What is it? There's a presence in the room though. There's a presence that with a sound emanating.
Mm-hmm. Behind me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right behind you.
I've noticed it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
I can hear it.
I don't know. I was gonna get a priest in here to get rid of it.
I'm gonna introduce
Okay.
Eban Schletter today.
Eban Schletterman.
I'd like to introduce Eban. Eban Schletter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not related to George Schlatter.
I'm a little phlegmy.
Well, the sound you're hearing right now is him hiding the anal beads.
Hiding the anal beads.
Yeah.
Eban, you're
with
gonna...
a monkey's paw.
Eban.
That's a slang.
I think I went too far on that.
Yeah, that was. But again, it's just
did.
another one of them old-timey slang terms for playing the piano.
Eban, you introduced Paul
Yeah.
Greenberg today.
Yeah.
Go.
Mhm.
Oh.
And go.
And go. This is me.
And now here's Paul.
Aw, shit.
Here's Paul.
Wow.
I can't see it, but I'm dancing.
Oh, you get an
Stepping
anthem.
up the
Well,
game, Evan. Stepping
That's
up the
actually
game.
music that follows me everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Anyway, that was Dave Foley. That was Eban Schlemmer.
So the wheels do come off this thing when Chrissy's not here.
They really do.
Chrissy,
They really do.
you happy?
Chrissy-
Are you
Chrissy's
happy?
now, I
Chrissy's
guess.
FaceTiming.
Yeah, Chrissy's,
As a
I'd like
producer,
to...
No, I'm not happy.
Chrissy Guerrero is not here. She's in Dallas, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
doing her one-woman show, I Shot Kennedy.
Which is weird because it's all fictional.
Yeah, but it's also
I
confessional.
think it's really timely.
Yeah. Because there's always a Kennedy out there.
The other voice you heard was Jackie Harris Greenberg.
Oh, no.
Harris
I want
Greenberg.
Chrissy to introduce me.
Oh, is that
okay.
how we're doing it today? Sorry.
Yeah,
And
Chrissy.
roll it back.
The other voice you've been hearing is Jackie Harris Greenberg.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's not.
Oh, thanks, Evan. I got
got
music,
music.
too.
It's really weird though, because I can't see any of you.
You can't see any of
It's
us?
very troubling.
Not even
Nope,
one of
not-
us?
I see what I'm assuming is Paul's hairy arm.
Well,
Yep, that's-
I had it set up.
all.
I had it set up so I could see you and you could see me at one point, but then apparently it was more important
There's Paul. Yeah.
for Eban
Paul
that
there.
Eban needed to see you for some reason.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't.
I don't understand when
I'm
I
not-
missed an episode of the show, nobody even talked about FaceTiming me or
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any-
what's that
there
all
was no
about? Why did we think
discussion.
of that then?
Well,
was
Chrissy,
no-
it was Chrissy's. This was Chrissy's idea.
Oh.
well,
Your own
why
idea.
didn't Chrissy come up with it when I was not here?
I don't know.
Chrissy?
Because you were possibly maybe going to show up.
Yeah, well, that could have been it. Oh, and
You were
also,
moving, and you thought maybe
No.
you would be done. Yeah, it was.
or was it the idea of trying to explain to Jackie wherever she was how to make
How to do
FaceTime work?
Oh, that would have
Yep.
been it.
Yeah,
It
that
would've been-
that would have been
would've
most
right.
of the show.
That
What
would've-
do we do with Jackie?
Yeah. Well,
And
why
I'd be
can't
like,
I? Yeah. Well, how come?
What's a plug?
Now.
That would have been pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's a show in itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be one of those
That's
weird,
a whole other podcast.
those weirdy YouTube videos you were talking about, where people like when people eat ice cream or brush
No,
their
that's not.
hair.
No, I wasn't talking about YouTube videos. I
Oh.
was talking about webcam girls.
Oh, webcam.
Yeah, you.
Oh.
Yeah, you.
Remember
you
what I
have
was
to
doing
have
when-
an account. You have to use your credit card.
Do you remember what I was doing when we met?
Ads for them all the time.
That was before the
Oh,
internets.
I know. I would do it on
By
Super 8.
mail.
Yeah.
Oh, on video.
Whenever you
mail it.
when you're watching porn on the internet, there's always ads for webcam girls.
Well, there is a thing that's not on the. It is a YouTube thing where people we've talked about before.
Well,
where
that's
people
different. Yeah.
brush their hair or make or
Yeah.
open packages and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
There should be me trying to work FaceTime.
All right.
Well, I was just going to say, it should be you trying all sorts of technology. That would be
That'd
the
be
Oh
good.
my God,
podcast.
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
be-
Or you ordering fish.
Oh,
That would be like
remember
one
that
episode.
time,
All
guys?
That's a
That's
lengthy.
just one episode.
I did
That's
it
an
that
extended.
time.
That's an extended 3-parter.
How many years ago was that?
That was
We're still talking
that
about
was
it.
quite something.
I
It
ordered
was like 3 years,
for-
3 years ago.
Yeah,
for
you
the-
started to order fish a few weeks ago. I remember we were eating somewhere and you talked
Then you
about
came to your senses.
you were about to order fish again,
changed my mind.
and then you realized, oh, look, we're not young enough.
Evan, can you play some ordering fish music?
Who's playing the role
That
of Jackie?
is.
You are.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think Dave
Oh,
should play
Dave.
Jackie. I'll be the waitress. Hi, so the specials of the day are linguine with clam sauce and various salads. Is there anything in particular you
Those are the
are
specials?
interested in?
Is
Yeah,
the
that's it.
the fish, is it very fishy? Is it
well,
is it how fishy?
well,
How is it cooked?
it's caught every day, and it's
Is it caught? How is it caught?
well, it's
Who catches it?
It's caught humanely
Uh-huh.
by Newfoundland fishermen.
Okay.
Does the fish
Do
taste
they
like
bone
chicken?
it? Does it? Yeah, what does it taste, the fish?
Because
Well,
that
it-
would be great.
It tastes like a white fish. It's got a very light lemony flavor to
Uh-huh.
it because the lemon sauce that's used.
But is it fishy?
Ah, fishy. You know, it is one of the fish that does taste
It is
like
fish? Okay. And is it good? Does it come with the head?
It does not. We'll remove the
Okay.
head.
Are you going to spit in his food later?
All right. I'd like the fish, but can you make it differently than you've ever made it?
Do you want me to make it so it doesn't taste like fish
No, I
or
want
look like fish?
I want to demand some sort of effort that you've never imagined would be something you'd have to do.
Okay.
And I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. So why don't you just sit down at our table for a while?
That's pretty much how I
Yeah.
order fish.
I remember
Yeah,
that
That was a
day-
good
Close.
scene. And
Pretty
scene.
close.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
pretty close.
Yeah. We watched we watched him age.
We did.
He,
I don't remember was. I don't
he actually
remember
hit
where it was.
retirement. We were in. It was in
Mervyn.
Palm Springs.
Palm
Mervyn's.
Springs, and that
Melvin's.
fancy.
Melvin's.
Mel-
We went to the fancy
Melvin.
restaurant.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, where they were very proud of their fanciness.
Well, that'll teach us. That'll teach us to go to a fancy restaurant in Palm Springs.
Yep.
That was good fish, though. I had fish
Yeah.
that
You
time.
like?
I
You
did.
did.
It was really good. It wasn't fishy at all.
Yeah, and that was
Buttery.
that was a different restaurant from the one where the guy hit on your son.
No, it's the same one.
No,
Was that
same
the
one.
Same
Okay.
restaurant.
Mhm.
Same
Was it?
restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was 15,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Was he
14?
15? 14?
maybe 14.
Yeah.
Maybe 14.
Mm-hmm.
And the gentleman in question was a mere 60.
68.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yep.
with excellent taste.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, in
Palm
boys.
Springs.
In boys. In underage boys.
Yeah.
Excellent
Young
taste.
boys.
I remember when I used to be excellent taste in underage boys.
I used to be a chicken. I was a chicken at one point. That's what
Is
they.
that like
that's what they call it.
Is that like
when
a
you're-
bear and a thing?
There's a bear. Yeah, there's a.
Chicken?
That's what's going to be my biography at one point when I was a little more heavy than I am now. I was going to say from a chicken to a bear. Yep, because I grew into a bear.
What am I?
Now you're still kind of a chicken.
I don't know. I think
Yeah.
I'm getting to be a turkey.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Gobble, gobble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm a little more of a turkey
Yeah.
than a chicken.
Basically, we're both just unfuckable now.
Yeah, but I can be stuffed.
In the gay world. In the gay world, we're unfuckable.
Yeah, I can be stuffed.
Yeah.
I can be stuffed
Yeah.
more than a chicken can be stuffed.
It's hard to
Yeah.
That would make me a turkey.
Yeah. Because you have
Yeah.
more orify.
Horrify. Jeez, you're educated.
Yeah.
Horrify.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the name of the book.
No, that's Cockney for horrify.
It was
Horrify.
it was the gift of the orify.
The gift of the orify.
The
It's one of those tales that, it just makes you think.
That we talk about a lot.
Yeah.
We do. We
Yeah.
do talk about it. Because it is, and
Well.
there's a reason it is made into a new movie. What is that weird sound?
It's a piano for the last time.
No, it's not.
No, there's a
It's like
jingly sound.
It's like a rattlesnake.
Yeah. Are you?
No.
You wearing bangles, Chrissy?
Nope. Not a one.
No. Are you wearing your ankle bells?
Oh yeah, it's the ankle bells.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Is that
Oh,
the
I've got a waist chain. Is that what it is?
That could be it.
Wait, did the ghost
me?
of Christmas
What is that? A
future
knee?
come?
Is that a knee?
Yeah, I think that's
That's my knee.
It's got a
Yeah.
scab on it.
It does.
That's for
It's
people.
healing though.
For
Healing.
people not watching the YouTube version of
It
this.
was super gross.
She's on
well, I
FaceTime.
don't see a camera, so it can't see me.
No,
right?
you're a camera.
Is that
Yeah,
the rule?
you're the only person we can see. There's the cameras down there.
Yeah.
You're the only. I think you're the only one on camera today.
Oh, okay.
So there
Well,
you
then,
go.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
There's my boo-boo, but it's getting much better.
Oh,
Although my cousin doctor said it was my skin rotting.
that's nice.
Oh.
Yep.
I think
It wasn't though.
I think I'm rotting. Probably from the
You might
inside out.
be.
Yep.
I think I am. I think that's
think we all
normal.
are.
That's normal for age, right?
Well, I was watching a podcast about a doctor
Watching a
named
podcast?
David Sinclair. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they watch. Sometimes they put
Yeah,
them
they
on
are.
YouTube.
Mhm.
Who's David Sinclair?
David Sinclair is a scientist studying longevity and science of aging, and he thinks that they've actually done experiments where they can actually turn aging on and off in mice and reverse it and then send it forward again.
So they're spending all this money to make old mice.
No, to make mice live forever.
To make forever mice.
Yeah, to make eternal mice. So yeah, they've made mice stop aging.
Mm-hmm.
They've made the aging process reverse, and then they've started it again, all using
A painting that they keep in the basement.
yes.
But
Yeah.
are they making them physically? Like, is it
Physically
how
younger.
pretty they are, or
They
is it
become
what about
physically
their
younger.
organs?
They become physically younger.
Really?
Yeah, all
Wow.
of their cells, every cell in their body becomes physically younger.
That's the goal, isn't it?
So that
Yeah.
means people will never
Can I
die.
volunteer for this?
First, you
Study for this?
how can you impersonate a mouse?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they're actually going to start human trials next year. He said they're starting human safety trials next year.
Shit.
I
So basically, this guy's saying the science is already there. They just don't know if it works in humans yet because they haven't tested on humans. But the science, they've already done it in mice.
Exactly.
They've
point.
already stopped and reversed aging in mice.
All right. Well, I volunteer. Just putting that out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I have a question. So when they reverse the aging process, do the mice start making like stupider decisions and things again, or do they hang on to their experience,
funny.
or do they just start getting?
They start really getting into YouTube stars. Oh,
Ad.
well, Paul, you almost missed it.
I did.
I almost had to do it.
I
almost
did it
had
though.
to
I
shout
caught
ad.
it. I caught it.
All right, everybody. You know how this works. You may or may not get an ad. If you don't get an ad, don't come whining to us. It's because you did not talk about enough products when your Alexa was near. So here, maybe you get an ad, maybe you don't. Wow.
That makes
was-
me want an Alexa.
That was
No,
for
yeah.
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
weird. It was for mouse cream.
yeah. Which isn't, by the way, a cream for mice. It's a cream made of
mice.
No, it was mice head cream.
Mice head wax.
I don't like that.
Mice head wax. Not made of mice.
Right.
Head cream. That was that German pop music play, right?
That's right.
Head cream.
Head mice.
Head cream.
Head cream.
And the angry inch.
Angry inch of cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that version, he doesn't wear a wig.
No, I could
cream.
I could have done that as a young man if they'd written it sooner.
Did they ask for you to do that?
They didn't write the play soon enough. I was already old. I was already too old for it when it came out.
You could have gotten in then.
You could have done Great Expectations if they hadn't written it.
If they'd written it sooner, yeah. So many.
You missed out on a lot of gigs, Dave.
I know. I would have.
It is weird when you miss out on something. You're just too old or too young.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could have been. It could have been the courtship of my father.
Yeah.
I think I should have had that part.
Yeah.
I'm currently at the exact age where apparently nothing's ever been written about someone.
Let me compute that. For a second.
There's no work of fiction. There's no biography that covers the age I'm at. So I'm at that age where there's absolutely nothing ever written about someone my age.
Well, because
That's why I can't work anymore.
You're at that age where actors and actresses get a little bit of silver brushed into their hair, and they put in a little bit of that, just enough to make you look like you're approaching middle
wise.
age.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And then they hire somebody old for old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do.
But I'm too boyish to play old guys, but I'm too old to play anything else.
Right.
Yeah.
I just go out for parts of extremely unhealthy 20-year-olds.
That's true. You get all those great progeria.
Yeah,
films.
I get that. I get the ones where usually they're Lifetime.
Yeah,
and it's
we have no cure for this syndrome yet.
And then they try to find a cure for whatever I have, and I'm their kid.
Yeah, and they have to keep bringing you. Is Santa coming this time?
Right, I do most of it from a bed.
When is Santa coming?
And then and then sometimes they find a cure, and I'm played by a 15-year-old. But then it goes back. It's like it goes back to looking like me.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the parents
Who
are like,
plays your mother?
Shit. Sally Field.
Oh, yeah. Always, no matter how old she gets.
Always.
This way, Mom.
It's always Sally
I
Field.
play Witness on the Street.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, here. Yep.
Do you come out? Is that like your specialty?
I don't know. I was just standing and I heard a noise.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
That's it.
Yeah.
Or here's my other
Very
one.
good.
Yeah, thanks. Here's my other one.
Oh, that's good.
That was good, right?
You made a meal of that.
Yeah.
I think I could play angry guy talking to the news.
That's
do
good.
it. Okay.
Let's hear it.
Sir, did you see anything?
Well, I'm saying these people just shouldn't even be here in the first place.
Wow, there's a bit
see?
of a racist thing happening.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
But that usually would have two lines.
I'm the guy that is in the background of the newscast waving.
Oh,
the silly guy.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Eban, who would you play?
Wow.
Eban.
I think I'd be the extra that's not supposed to be looking at the camera that does.
Oh, you're that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Deer in headlights.
Cut!
Yeah.
God, you again.
Guy.
I don't even
I was going to say Bert Convey. Oh, that name.
He's
in my
dead.
head. Mm-hmm. Remember he did a tennis movie? Do you guys remember that?
Bert Convey?
Where he slept with all the
he
players?
was a tennis pro. It was a TV movie,
Yeah, it
wasn't
was a TV movie where he plays a tennis pro that sleeps with all his clients.
He also did
and that was a normal primetime show.
And he did a TV movie about Est, where he played an Est leader.
Yes.
And I think he still wore tennis shorts in that.
Yes, he loved tennis shorts, that guy.
Yeah.
He did. I think he played tennis in real life, and he did look good in tennis shorts.
Yeah.
Do you think that we'd be on Tattletales if it was around today?
Weren't you on that with Bert Convey?
You worked with Bert Convey?
Weren't you on a Bert Convey game show?
Bert Convey? No.
No? Who?
No.
No? Oh.
No, I was on Adam.
You're on Adam 12?
Adam 12, that's what I heard.
How old are you?
Adam's
Wow,
Rib?
you look great.
One Adam 12 is like from
Rib.
1970.
Thank you very much.
With Blythe
No,
Danner.
I was on Pictionary.
Pictionary with Bert Convey.
Hosted by Alan Thicke.
Oh, Alan Thicke. Oh, yeah, there.
Oh, the late Alan Thicke.
Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, he's that still freaks me out. I don't feel like he's gone.
That people die?
No.
I don't think he's gone.
Well, he is.
He is, yeah.
I refuse to believe it.
He had to, his heart stopped beating, so he died.
That's an odd one to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like he's gone. He just seemed to...
Like, I totally understand why Gene Rayburn's gone.
Is he?
Yes.
I didn't know. I didn't.
He's
even,
not gone.
Hey, thanks for just
Is Gene Rayburn
springing it
alive?
on me, Paul. In the middle, no softening the blow.
Yeah.
Just hey, Gene Rayburn's dead. I hope you can cope.
Well, people say you'll always remember when you found out that we're Gene Rayburn.
Oh my God. Oh.
Now you'll know.
Well,
you were
I
here.
know. It'll be documented.
Just picture that long, skinny microphone all alone in the corner of a room.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the crutch of the little cripple boy.
like
Tiny Tim.
Yeah.
God bless us. It would be
Yeah.
a limerick.
Where's the funniest place you ever made? Whoopee.
Fat Susie was so fat. She ate something for breakfast.
Yeah.
Blank for breakfast.
Yeah.
That's a Match Game one.
Yeah. That was a terrible show.
I know.
It's back though.
And that was a terrible Gene Rayburn on
Yeah.
my part.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think he talked like that.
No, not like the Queen of
$20,000,
England.
$10,000 pyramid. What was that?
$100,000 pyramid.
No, it was 25 at the
$100,000
beginning.
I'll be honest.
$72 pyramid.
No,
I
that's
think
a
I watched it when
that
it
was a Canadian version.
Yeah. Sealy Posturepedic
Oh my God.
mattress.
Dave had a stroke.
Sealy Posturepedic mattress pyramid.
Dave had that's how you test.
That was the
someone's having a
grand
stroke.
prize on definition. If you were a 5-time winner, you'd get a mattress.
Smelling toast.
No. Remember that was the big prize.
Yeah, you get a mattress.
You had to be a 5-time
I
winner.
remember for some reason Dicker and Dicker of Beverly Hills always gave away things on
Dicker
something.
and Dicker of Beverly Hills.
What did they
Dicker
make?
and Dicker. I don't remember them.
I
It was
don't know.
on Price is Right, I think, or
Really? Wow.
Truth or Consequences.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that show.
That's a show
And they
that-
always talked about coming from boot camp. And as a Canadian, you go, that's cool. What's that? And I used to think they made boots.
Yeah. Now
Which,
that's
of
never,
course,
no one's,
excites me.
that game. No one's brought that game show back yet. Truth or
Truth or
Consequences?
consequences? They must have tried.
I don't know.
They
In
did
the
try.
90s when they brought everything back?
Yeah, they tried with everything.
People are allergic to consequences now. People
Yeah.
don't want
Yes,
that.
there are no
Good.
consequences.
That's good,
But
Evan.
there's a whole
They
city
didn't
named it.
mean it. There's not to be any consequences.
And there's no truth.
It
so.
was an error on
Yeah.
their part.
Truth is an antiquated notion.
Both ideas are kind of not
Yeah,
working.
It's true.
Yeah.
There is no truth and there are no consequences. Oh, that's so sad.
Why do we have to
That
get?
is
Why
sad.
are we getting so political? All
Way to
Oh
bring
my
it down,
God.
guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh,
man.
and God is dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Thanks for ruining it for me.
All in one podcast.
That's
Yeah.
the game show there.
Yeah.
God is tonight on
Is
God,
God
is
dead?
dead.
Yeah. I'm,
I don't know.
I remember I was on a Canadian game show, and I won.
which
called
one?
Jackpot.
Jackpot. Wow.
One of these people is holding a riddle worth
Oh.
hundreds of dollars. Any minute, one of them will stand up and say, and then I went, jackpot! And then the host was a guy, and he was almost 7 feet tall.
Yep.
And I won on one. I was on for a week, and I won like on the fourth day. And they interview you at the end of the show for the credits, and you have to go stand next to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and stood next to him, and I was kind of almost like below his belt. And then they went, bring up the apple box. And then they brought another one, and I stood on that one, and they went, another one. And they just kept bringing
Bring
apple
a whole
boxes.
apple tree.
They
Bring a
kept-
half apple, a whole apple.
they brought like three, and
Yeah.
they lifted me up onto it, and I interviewed. Are you excited about winning all that money, Paul? Yes. That's all I had.
What was your take home? What was your take home?
$1,200. You get in Canada.
Wow.
There was no taxes taken off. Lottery
There still
winnings.
isn't.
Yeah.
You can still
Yeah.
win a lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went and it was very exciting. And then I won it with a lady, and I split it, and she hugged me and hurt my back.
Oh.
She spun me around.
Maybe that's
That's-
why you have a bad back.
Shit.
Maybe that's
it.
why you won't hug
It's a
anybody
jackpot.
anymore.
Well, that's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's reasons I won't hug you.
I don't want to know why he doesn't hug me.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't hug
I
anybody.
asked on our third date,
Oh,
why don't
yeah.
you hug? And he went, I'll tell you one day.
'Cause
And
I don't
I've
want-
never asked.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't ask again.
Fine,
No.
I'll tell you. It's because I don't want my soul to turn black.
See?
Isn't that what happens when you hug someone?
Yeah. I'm assuming.
Like he's not evil already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
come
I
on.
don't know. I mean, I was raised in a hugless home because no, it's not a bad thing. It's just my mom was English,
Yeah.
and if hugging would give
The wrong impression.
give the wrong impression. It would soften you.
The impression that
It
someone
would,
likes you.
yeah, it would let Jerry win. You
Oh,
know,
she's
yeah,
that old.
Yeah, yeah.
We're talking
Oh, yeah.
World War II.
Don't want to
here.
let Jerry win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
She wouldn't give you one of those British mom hugs where they just grab your head and stick it in their bosom and then throw it away.
Oh no,
No.
oh no, that sounds awfully intimate.
It
Did
is.
she at least shove you away?
No, I never got close enough.
There's no touching whatsoever.
No.
Mm.
It's just not
How are
a
you-
lot of, hello?
How were you fed as a baby?
Huh? Oddly enough, breastfed.
By?
A wet nurse.
No, by a lengthy hose. A length of garden hose.
Was
I
she,
would-
was she
I
at
would-
least
she would-
holding the hose?
She would lay me in the backyard
Would
with
she hold the hose? though?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that shows some affection.
Yeah, but we'd be in different rooms.
So do you have to get it started like when you're siphoning gas from a car?
Oh yeah,
from a car or
yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
So
yeah.
was it like one of
Yeah.
those metal urns?
I mean,
of
to be
milk?
fair, she would do that part. She would prime it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
I would just have
that's
to.
a lot of priming.
Yeah. Well, you're assuming she didn't have good milk flow.
Dave, I'm not coming down on your mom.
You're attacking my mom's.
I am
my
not.
mom's
She is
milk
gone.
flow.
She
See,
is
blood's
gone.
thicker than
We
water,
don't
man.
She's
talk
not
Still-
here to defend
He's still
herself.
backing her up, even though
Yeah.
he was fed by a hose.
She is not here to defend herself, Paul, and it's unfair of you to take advantage
sorry,
of her like
Dave.
this.
Milk
I'm sorry.
flow. Nobody likes milk flow.
No,
Oh,
no,
Nobody.
I definitely don't like milk flow.
Not
Yeah.
a fan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our
you
daughter
like-
liked milk flow.
Oh, she sure did. She sure did. Now, I'm going to ask Paul, do you
Yeah.
like the taste of breast milk?
Yeah.
Which brand?
I mean, Eban, you can also answer this question.
Oh.
Do you like the taste? Because it happens.
I think it's great, personally.
Yeah.
I got the willies.
It makes me...
My
I-
hair is standing on
It's very
end.
sweet. It's very sweet.
Very sweet. It's sort of like it's a little like rice milk.
Yeah, and it makes me very phlegmy.
And Dave, do you like the taste of your dad's dink? That's like that.
No.
That's what that's like, Dave.
What?
No, it's
How is that
Okay,
like that?
it's not. I just
It
thought
is
I wanted to say
How
dink.
is
I
that
wanted to
like
say
that?
dink
It's
so
the same
badly.
thing.
Because it's the Canadian.
I just wanted to say
way.
dink. No one says
The
dink
Americans
anymore.
Well, Americans don't know that that's the same as a dick.
I know.
Put your dink away. Don't show
Oh,
me
I
your
think we know.
dinky.
Yeah.
Dink.
I think
Well,
it's
geez,
pretty
his
easy
dink's out.
to
He took his dink out.
ascertain what a dink is.
You're saying that in context, but
no,
most
Americans
Americans
don't know
don't use
dinks.
context.
You don't say like cut his dink off, eh?
Most Americans don't use context.
No, they don't.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah, if you say something that Americans haven't heard before, they just go, "What are you talking about?" I'm not gonna.
I don't think so.
We're America. We're not gonna figure out what you're saying. You talk the way we talk.
Yeah,
That's-
you're
that's
portraying them as
America.
angry people. That's
That's America.
terrible.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah, you
you're
still said
picking
a
out
boot.
Some weird American.
That's what it's
Hey,
like.
let's.
You know, if you don't like it, you can always move.
Washroom.
Whoa, where'd that come from, Evan?
Yeah. Washroom. What's a washroom?
Evan, what a bastard.
I heard that on the internet.
Yeah.
You don't like it.
I was just saying what people are saying on the internet.
You know.
Evan, would you be interested in moving to Canada when we all go back to retire?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I've looked
do you- have
into
you picked
moving
a
there
city?
on more than one
And
occasion.
Have you
what
picked a
province
city?
would you like to live in? Name all 10.
Name your
And
and,
both
and,
territories.
Well, the
territories.
place I looked so far was
Oh, it's
Vancouver.
more than 2 territories now.
There are?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
Because I feel like maybe I could work there. It seems like there's industry there.
Vancouver,
three.
yeah.
There's BC,
BC.
and then there's Manitoba.
We have to
You
say British
skipped over.
Columbia.
You skipped over
I
Alberta.
forgot Edmonton.
You might.
Work your way-
That's a city.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
a city.
Yeah. And who's the president of Canada?
That would be Pierre Burton. Go ahead, quiz me on anything. I know everything about Canada. Mhm. It's been a while.
Who won the War of 1812?
Oh,
We did.
The Americans.
Did.
Texas.
Oh, all right.
Close.
That's where Chrissy is.
Oh.
How's Dallas?
Dallas is fine. I've seen a rehearsal hall in my apartment, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, you better
And a
step it
school
So
up.
far, so good.
I'm
and a
coming
school
out.
book depository.
Are you doing open carry yet?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
You kind of have to if you live here.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So,
Hoping
Yeah.
they just give you a
That's
gun
cool.
when you're
Here. Welcome to Dallas.
I got off the plane. They handed me a gun.
It's like in Hawaii, they give you a lei.
That's right.
Sounds dirty.
Same
right.
thing.
That's right.
Dirty.
Same thing.
I miss Hawaii. I want to go back there. That's my favorite province.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Is that the one where they get mad at you if you speak English?
Hawaii.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's one of the. Yep. That's right.
Oh, Evan, did you get in trouble for speaking English in Canada?
I've only been once, and it was only Vancouver, so no. But
Well, then that's a ridiculous story.
I know
In Quebec.
I've had friends who went to Quebec. And had
Your
people-
friends are probably dinks.
probably.
Yeah.
Ask me if I got in trouble speaking English in Canada.
Paul,
Did you?
Mhm.
did you get in trouble speaking English in Canada?
Nah, I was in Vancouver.
You being Eban?
Yeah.
Are you being Eban?
That's that exchange.
It's story time with Eban Schletter.
I had no phone though because I forgot that Canada's really another country, even though everything seems very like.
I know.
See, that's not an American. That's not an
same
American
language.
attitude. You just realize Canada's another country.
Well,
See,
I
that's
knew it's
typical
another
American.
country.
That's
but-
American.
That's America.
That's
Yeah.
American.
That's very American. But no, I
Everything
didn't
I
know that-
have here is going to work there. What do you mean I can't spend this money? You're not going to exchange it for me?
That's a very Canadian sounding American.
No, it's not. It's
Everybody,
American.
everybody up there goes to the washroom. What the hell's that about?
Yeah.
Go to
What are you
the
going to wash? They're
washroom.
washing something?
This is a good routine.
Yeah.
They don't say bathroom here either, though.
No,
Is that the one they don't
In
say?
America. They don't say bathroom.
no,
No.
They say dump bucket.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Canada?
Yeah. I got to go to the dump bucket, eh? Be right back.
Yeah.
No, they don't say that.
They go, yeah, or the piss and poo.
That's where they shop.
Hey, buddy, you want to go to the piss and poo?
P&P. No, it's the P&P.
That's where they shop.
Hey, when I get back, we'll have another beer, but I got to go to the P&P.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The piss and poo.
The piss and poo.
I got to go to the voiding room.
There's shadows at the door.
Oh, someone's at...
There we go. There's Bert. Bert.
Oh, my
Hello.
Hi.
Bert.
Hi, Bert.
Yeah.
Good to meet
Good to meet you. How are you?
Meet you.
Bert,
I'm
ladies and
Chris
gentlemen,
Clark.
and I'm making that assumption. Bert Kreischer has joined us in the studio.
Oh, this is
Oh,
good, Dad. You don't know how happy I am to be here.
No, I don't.
No, we don't.
No,
know.
tell us.
Not even
Hi,
a little.
Bert.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Is it
I'm
my?
Chrissy.
I don't hear him that
I don't
much.
think we
I
got.
don't think my mic's on.
Oh wait, I think they're turning.
Hello.
Yeah.
There we
There
go.
it is.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
I've been a fan, not to exclude, but I've been a fan of Dave's for a very,
Exclude
very,
away.
very, very long time. And when you did early Rogan back in the day when you go to his house and did it,
Oh,
one of
my
the
God.
best appearances ever.
That was
It was almost like you didn't know people were going to listen to it. You were
I
so
did not
fucking
care.
honest. What's crazy though is as a fan, I knew who you were, and then listening to you on Rogan. I know Rogan is a good friend of mine, but speaks so highly of you. I ended up taking malaria pills when I went to Africa. I know that you did that, and I had
Did you
really
have the hallucinations.
really hardcore, and it was crazy. Yeah, but then our kids ended up going to the same school.
Yeah, the Colfax. We were
Yeah.
Colfax dads.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where you know Chrissy, right?
Yes. My wife's a huge fan of Chrissy's.
Yeah.
And so
Aw.
then randomly, it was so funny to hear people at Colfax talk about you when I was like, you'd be a dad just sitting at drop off, and they'd be like, Dave Foley goes here now, and they're like, really? I thought he was divorced. Oh, did you hear about his divorce? And I would listen. I would listen third hand, and I so badly wanted to chime in all the time. But and so I'm really happy you're doing a podcast. This is
thank
really
you.
awesome.
Well, you hear Paul and Jackie.
Hi.
Paul and Jackie.
There's the Eban Schletter back there.
Hello.
Hello,
And-
how you doing?
Now, well, that's weird because all the time that our kids were at Colfax, Chrissy and I were in fact separated.
My wife
We
told
were?
me that today.
Yeah, we were separated for 10,
Thank God.
10 years.
For 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
Almost.
Jeez.
Almost 10 years.
Yeah.
Wow, what got it back together?
She just got hotter. Yeah.
Yep.
My wife.
Yeah. I was
Well,
just,
I don't know whether to be angry or
yeah.
happy.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah.
I was
Ball's in your court.
Her barometer got lower.
Someone just said to me today because I'm on a diet trying to lose weight. Someone said, "What's your fighting weight?" And I said, "About 220 is what I feel great at." And they're like, "What's your wife's fighting weight?" I said, "Well, it's heavier than she is now. That's when we fight a lot. If she's 140 probably.
Yeah.
That's her fighting weight."
Yeah. Yeah.
To put some meat
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
mine's
about how it goes.
115.
Wait,
Sadly.
how much do you weigh?
Seriously?
Yeah.
133.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Paul and I are
You
10
want to pick
pounds
me up? You can
apart.
pick me up if you want.
Oh,
It's
my God.
quite fun.
That is
We're always 10
insane.
pounds
You have a baby
apart.
Bjorn on you? Because I'll do that too.
Yeah. That's what I weighed on when I was doing Kids in the Hall. I was like 133 pounds.
Wow. Yeah.
And
I'm actually heavy
And I
for
was
me.
and I was
Really?
taller.
Yeah,
than,
it's sad. I have a child's body.
and now I'm 180 pounds.
180 is nice. I was at 186 when I met my wife.
Yeah.
I was
Were you
fucking
fit?
hot.
Yeah.
I was going to spin class twice a day. You
Shit.
want to hear a funny
Oh.
story? I go to spin class and like 20 years ago when I first met my wife, maybe a little after that, I was overweight. I wanted to change my life. I'd never had really lost weight per se, and I had gained weight. So I'm like,
You were
I'm
young. You
yeah.
just did what you do when you're young. You don't care. It just happens. Yeah.
So I go to spin class, and the two trainers were this one girl, we'll just call her Jennifer, and then Bob from The Biggest Loser. You know Bob, right?
Yeah.
He was one of the trainers at Crunch.
Heart attack, Bob.
Heart attack, Bob. And I didn't know he was gay, by the way. The whole time I was clueless to the fact that he was gay.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but they were really great spin coaches. So this one girl though would dial into my ego so directly. She one time we were out of the saddles when you got to run it out of the saddle like sprint.
Oh yeah.
And she goes, out of the saddle. She's like, stay up. And I'm like, I don't want to stay up. I want to sit down. So I go to sit down. She goes, don't you sit down. Do you want the person that you want to fuck you to want to fuck you? And I'm like, that makes total sense to me. Yeah, I want the person I want them to do. I want them.
Yeah.
Are you going home for Thanksgiving? And I was like, yeah, I am. She's like, make everyone that didn't have sex with you regret it. And I'm like, I wanted it. She's like, get out of the saddle.
Get out.
I'm out of the saddle. So I lose a bunch of weight. I meet my wife. I fall in love. We get married. And literally.
Leanne's hot.
Totally
too,
worked.
by the way.
Oh yeah, Leanne's. Well, she's
Super
but
hot.
she's hot for a first wife. And so.
Yeah.
So I really attribute me meeting my wife to that period of spin and that
Right.
coaching. So we do Sober October last year. Me and my buddies Joe Rogan, Ari Shafir, Tom Segura, and myself.
Sober October?
Sober October. We
Nothing.
don't,
No
That's
drinking.
no
nothing.
drink,
That's
no
a-
drugs,
Drugs
That's
at
a
all?
no
terrible
drugs at all.
holiday.
And we have to do a physical challenge. So last October we wore a heart rate monitor all month.
Oh shit.
So I go back to spin class, the Soul Cycle right down here on Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I'm in the class and I hear this woman's teaching the class and she says, do you want to prove all the people that say you're fat and lazy wrong? And I'm like, that's all Joe and Tom and Ari say is I'm fat and lazy. I'm like, I want to prove them wrong. She's like, then stay out of the saddle. And I go, oh my God, this is
her.
the girl.
It's her.
It's Jennifer. I literally look up.
Oh my God.
She looks a little older.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for her tattoo.
looking weird.
Same tattoo. And I'm like,
Oh my God.
so I go up to her after class. I'm like, okay. My name's Bert Kreischer. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm happily married. I have 2 children that I absolutely love. I love my life. And if I hadn't gone to your classes 17 years ago at Crunch, I wouldn't have the life I have today. That coaching changed my life. And she looks at me and she goes, I was addicted to crystal methamphetamine back then.
Oh my
shit.
God.
I was like, that makes fucking sense.
Oh,
That makes
It
total
all,
fucking
it all
sense.
makes sense now.
I was worried it wouldn't have a happy ending.
No. I'm trying to get her on my
man.
podcast, but she won't
Wow.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
man, is she leathery now?
come. No.
Now
she,
here's
she
what-
looks great. But she
here's-
talks about
Clean up.
sobriety.
But
all cleaned up.
you don't want to talk to those people.
no.
Yeah. Clean people are fun.
Cause I quit drinking like 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I did. I quit drinking.
That's part of the getting back together.
And
Yeah.
I stopped getting hit.
but we
It was
went
nice.
we went to see this play, and after the play, for some reason, they had Paul Williams get up and give a talk. And we this will be cool. Paul Williams
Love
get up.
that,
I
yeah.
thought it was a play about Billie Holiday. We thought, they'll
that
talk
sounds
about
appropriate.
music and
Yeah.
songwriting, but instead he got up. He talked about his recovery, and we wound. It was like we were suddenly hijacked by an AA meeting at our night
For an hour.
And I thought, and I just said, oh, this is really making me want to get drunk right now.
Yeah.
That's
I think it had the adverse effect.
now. But why do you guys do a sober October thing? And the other thing is, why would you want to be involved with anything where it's a physical challenge that Rogan is at?
I think
That's just
I've played it.
self-destructive.
I've played it so wrong too because I challenge him.
Oh, shit.
And I would call him out and I'd make him angry. What
Luckily,
happened?
He's not competitive though, which is nice, right?
We did a podcast one time where we were all drinking. I'm a big drinker. I haven't been drinking lately, but it's just because I'm trying to lose weight this month.
yeah, it helps.
Yeah. Oh God, it so helps. And so we were doing a podcast, and Joe said, "How much do you drink on average?" And now Tom Segura is my best friend. He knows everything about me. Ari's probably a close second. He knows almost everything as well.
Yeah.
And Tom starts giggling, and I think to myself, I try to stay as honest as possible on podcasts because I do
Right.
so many that if you start lying, then you don't know what you've told what.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not going to lie because I know I've talked about this on other podcasts. I go have about 9 drinks a night on average. And Joe's like, what? And Tom starts laughing and he's like, Joe, they're doubles just for the record. Like, and Joe's like, you have 18 fucking drinks?
Wow.
You have 18 fucking drinks? I was like, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm not counting like a couple bottles of wine or I don't know.
I don't know. I'm drinking.
Yeah, exactly. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
So Joe's like, you need to quit. You should do a month where you don't drink. I go, I'm not doing that by myself. And so then we all decided to do a month where we don't drink and do drugs.
Yeah.
And we did it the first time and it was really fucking fun because all the fans joined in. The fans like kind of followed with it. Yeah. And we did 15 hot yogas that month and we felt amazing.
Don't you worry that you'll die?
No.
In hot yoga? No, but hot yoga.
I worry that I'm going to die other times. Like,
Right.
Yoga would kill me if I would die.
Paul would die.
I'm doing
Paul
hot
would die.
spin right now.
Spin makes me throw up.
I
love spin
I've never
class.
done.
Can't do
spin
it. It
class.
makes me throw up and cry.
Makes me believe I would have fun as a socialist because I love
Yeah.
spin class.
Yeah.
I love anything where everyone's doing
Part
the
of
same
part
thing.
of the army, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the Red Army.
Yeah.
Like just the,
And
I
racing
get that.
to
People,
nowhere.
There's
One,
a
two,
powerful
one, two.
feeling with
Do you
it.
have one of those internet bikes in your house? The what
No.
is the
Peloton?
Peloton?
Peloton.
I went to the Peloton store in Pasadena and
Just dreamed.
no.
that.
I was gonna get them, but the screens are too big.
What?
Yeah, and so I was like,
Like too much in your face?
yeah, because I used to. I don't do it as much now because my treadmill sucks. But I used to get a box of wine and sit on the treadmill and have wine and walk and watch guys grocery games.
Fantastic. This is, you need to do
Yeah.
an exercise
Your house
book.
is
You know
fine.
what?
Well, hold on.
I'm not
I haven't
kidding.
even scratched the surface. This is one of the things that makes Rogan frustrated. I believe I have this thing called the Mickey Mantle gene, where you can
Yeah.
go out, drink all night,
And
show up,
perform
and play.
perfectly.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to have that gene.
Yeah.
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 I ran the LA Marathon a couple years ago, no training.
What?
Partied the night before, showed up,
What?
ran it. Yup.
That's nuts.
100%.
Did you do the whole thing?
To the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that's what
Wow.
that's what they tell me.
Mile 22, I'm on Sepulveda, right? I don't even like driving down Sepulveda. I'm jogging down Sepulveda, and the woman in front of me, like a legit grown up, it looks like she'd be an exec, shits her pants for real.
Yeah, that happens.
I watch it go
my
up one
fear.
one side of her pants and
Yeah.
down one side.
Any
down one.
bleeding nipples on the
Oh.
route? That's the worst.
At mile 22, people fall off like
I know.
animals, like
Their bodies give out.
my legs seized up. I just rode a bike from Philadelphia to Atlantic City a couple
fuck?
weeks ago,
Excuse
just for
me?
fun. Just
How
'cause
far
I was
is
like,
that?
67 miles.
Oh, Bert, I
Shit,
got.
though.
I think
gotta.
it's like an Iron Man
Do
thing.
you have to go pee, Dave?
No, I gotta contest your notion of fun.
Yeah.
I'm remembering 1976 and in the that's how old I am. Bert. Yeah, whatever. Fuck off. Montreal in the Olympics, I watched the marathon live and I saw a guy
Shit
shit
himself?
himself.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I screamed.
Yeah. It's
No,
not
but
fun.
it was like fucking bleh, and it was all over and he light green. I think it was from Nigeria. I don't kid you. Yellow or green shorts, and it was a fan. It went up and down and
Oh
sideways.
yeah, it was terrifying watching that
That's
happen. I had a
amazing.
chest infection when I did the marathon, and I thought if I coughed hard enough, I might shit my pants.
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's me every day. Do you? What
Shit
about
my
an
pants a lot?
Yeah.
I do.
What about Iron Man?
No,
that your
I
thing?
could not do that. I really genuinely could not do that.
But you ride bikes and you run.
I
What's missing
do it
in
all.
Iron Man?
I did a triathlon, and I literally almost died. Like
What's the missing thing?
Now-
Swimming?
Why?
swimming's the hardest one.
Is that a triathlon?
Yeah,
swimming, running, and biking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of dog paddles.
And it's swimming in the ocean, right?
Well, this was in Lake Castaic,
Oh,
so
yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't that
Oh,
bad.
How cold
Houseboats.
was it?
It wasn't that cold.
No, it's
What
Castaic.
happened was everyone gets in the water, and I'm like right on the tail. Like I look up and I'm feel good. I've been training for it a little bit,
Yeah.
and I look up and I'm like in 4th place. I'm looking around. There are people way off to the swimming sideways, and I'm like, the fuck? Am I the only one that trained for this? And I'm like literally tapping the toes of the guy in front of me.
Mickey
we get
Mantle
to the
disease.
yeah. I'm like literally thinking I'm gonna win this fucking thing. So I take the turn right by the buoy. And as soon as I take the turn, I do a move I've only seen on YouTube that I've seen triathletes do where they flip their body over. I flip onto my back, and a dude just climbs on my stomach and pushes me under, and I take in water. And I'm like, I start going, oh, and then I pop up, and now everyone's behind me just going over me. I literally
my God.
was waving to the guy with the paddleboard,
Terrifying.
like I think I might drown. And then I calmed down, and I was like, all right, you're gonna float. You can float on your back. You're not gonna die. just get in, and I came in fourth to last place.
After being
Wow.
fourth.
Now, who was this person that
Yeah.
jumped on?
Did he
Uh,
just-
everyone,
You wonder.
everyone.
Is that what
It is-
happens?
It
You
is
just-
so
you just- it's con-
shitty out there.
Wow.
That everyone.
shopping and going crazy.
So somebody
and there's no way to
swam
get out
over
of
you?
it.
Oh,
kinda?
100, maybe, being real, maybe 10 people swam over me.
Oh,
Legit,
my
just was like,
God.
"Fuck you, dude."
Were you an athlete when you were younger?
I
like,
was an
what was your
athlete, yeah.
sport?
Baseball. I was but I swam.
I thought you said you were an athlete.
I was a baseball player. I swam. I ran track. I'm white, so golf, tennis.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
white and not a
Lacrosse?
band
Right.
kid.
I'm not.
You're not a band kid.
Darts.
No.
Yeah.
Darts. Yeah.
You guys made me want to drink.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
wow.
Fuck
Shit.
you, Chrissy.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Fuck you and your
God,
jealous.
I want to drink so bad tonight, but I
Yeah.
feel like I'm.
Well, it's not October. What's the
No,
problem?
because I'm trying to do
Oh, right,
moderation.
right. Yeah.
Like I
Yes.
want to feel what it's like to drink. Like
18,
I've been
17.
I've only drank a couple times this month, and I said to my wife, I was like, I'm gonna count the days. So I counted, and I was like, fuck, I've only not drank like 17 days. I go, I seemed like a year.
Yeah.
And she was
So you drink alone? Do you drink alone? Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah, you
you
drink.
can't always
Yeah.
get people to come over.
Well, yeah.
you get at an airport. What are you gonna?
Right,
Yeah.
And there are people at the
Typical
bar.
time.
What about weed and stuff like that? Do you
I
do
smoke
that on
weed.
top
I
of
don't
that?
enjoy it as much as I enjoy booze.
Now, does Joe? Now, here's the thing. When I worked with Joe in the '90s, the only thing he drank was White Russians, which is like
Wow, really?
that's all he drank.
That's like
And
elite
we
That's
were
not the
first
toughest drink in the world.
That's like
man.
that's like 16
That's a
and
lady
whored
drink.
up. That's
Yeah.
being 15 years old, whored up at a bar going, can
Yeah.
I please have a White Russian?
Yeah.
You're trying to be a lady.
it's yeah,
Fake,
and
fake boobs.
and we were on a show where everyone was a hardcore alcoholic.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
everyone except for Joe.
Apparently, I mean, I didn't know Joe then, but from what like Joey Diaz, all our friends say, is there's been a few iterations of Joe.
Yeah, he didn't do drugs.
He didn't do
either.
drugs back
do
then.
anything. He just White Russians.
White-
He'd have his 2 White Russians on a doily.
He was a lot more muscular back then, too.
No,
right?
he was less
No,
muscular.
he was less muscular.
It's a joke.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. He had a full head of hair then.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember. I remember.
that was one of the greatest shows ever. Ever.
a fun
I
show.
found it when I moved to New York to start stand up. It was on A&E. I think it was rerunning on
Oh,
A&E.
yes.
And I was like, I don't know, just sitcoms didn't click in college. In
Yeah.
college, you're just out. And then there I am watching this, and I'm like,
Whoop.
oh, did we lose
Why
her?
is,
I think we lost Chrissy.
Bye, Chrissy.
we've
Oh,
lost
well.
her.
Oh, well. Well, now that Chrissy's gone, here's the thing about Dave.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, right. Oh, right. I
Word.
forgot.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So you quit
Yeah.
drinking, like, could just cold turkey? You're like, I'm done?
Yeah, I had tried to quit drinking like 8 years before that, and hated it. Every minute of it was awful. Hated
What's the key?
This was I had a head injury.
So a head injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like almost died.
Really?
Yeah. I was,
Well, you took a fall off a stool, correct?
no.
No, what
I
was it?
Just standing.
Outside.
I was.
Were you
walking-
standing?
I was walking out of the bar, and it was I'd been out really drinking a lot with a friend of ours, and then went back downtown where I was living and was at the restaurant called The Must, and people there, I guess, were fans of my work, and so they did what fans do. They bought me a lot of shots.
Yeah.
And I got really, and eventually at one point I was trying to walk out, and I just fell over backwards onto the patio,
Wow.
and woke up in the ICU. So I spent 4 days in the ICU around Christmas. I spent Christmas with in the ICU, and it was one of the things where I
You had
said,
one of those red eyes.
Well, I got-
fell on
blood
your
eyes.
face?
I fell in the
No.
back of my
his
head,
Brain
and
bleed.
I
He
hit
had a
my
bleed
head
in his eye.
Yeah, I hit my head so hard that my brain gave me a black eye from the inside of my skull.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You know, like those bloodshot
And-
red eyes?
Yeah, I had like subdural hematoma, and are you still there? You're there, Chrissy? I think she's frozen.
It's okay.
All right. So then I said to Chrissy, I said, we were still separated at this point. I said, I think I'm going to quit drinking.
And she said that I don't like that idea.
yeah. And then,
And you were
so
actually scheduled to take a family.
We were
the
gonna go
nice
to New
thing
York
about them,
that
even
day.
when they were apart, is they co-parented really well.
Yeah.
Like did trips and stuff. And you guys were scheduled to meet us in New York.
yeah. And then, so I had to miss that trip, and
Yeah.
they went to New York, and I stayed in the hospital, and then yes, and I kept thinking, it was one thing I kept thinking, oh, this is going to be hard, but I'm just going to do it. I'm going to quit drinking, and I go, all right, okay, it's easy so far,
Yeah.
and it's easy, and now I'm 4.5 years in, and it's still easy, And the only thing I can think is that the brain injury rewired my brain.
It's possible. They
Yeah.
say that. They
It's
say
totally-
that it changes personalities
Yeah.
when you get a head injury.
Yeah.
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 It does. It
Yeah.
can do the opposite. It can.
And Dave
make
used to
you,
have a British accent. You
Yeah.
don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you just hide that.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid of Italians now.
Yeah. All of a sudden.
Oh.
That's
Terrified
really
of
upsetting.
Italians.
Well,
Yeah.
welcome to the club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Jeez, they're so scary with their pizzas.
I know. Oh, yeah. God, everything's got tomato sauce. I don't know.
Yeah, every time I quit, I mean, I just stopped drinking.
Yeah.
But I'm always shocked at how amazing I feel.
Right.
Like I just
Right.
feel like $1,000,000. Literally just like getting out of bed going like, oh, there's no headache. And then you drink once and you're like, fuck this. Like,
No, it's
why did I ever do this?
Exercise is the same thing. It's like after you do it, you go, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And then you never do it again. That's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I get obsessive compulsive about exercise and like I really think I probably have an eating disorder. Like I'm just not healthy. Like I can't just go like
You're not consistent.
I can
Or too consistent. When you get onto something, you just don't stop.
I obsess about things.
right.
Right.
And so then I'll just be like eating like barely under 1,000 calories in a day
Right.
and
Yeah.
work out it's not fun. And so,
Yeah.
but the other side of it is this really impulsive, like I love impulse. I love like, fuck it. I love day drinking. I love when someone's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
want to get drunk? And you're like, well, I wasn't planning on it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Day drinking's that's a very Canadian
love
thing
that,
because
day
in
drinking,
Canada we're always cold and miserable, and then when the summer
you can do in
comes,
Canada.
everybody sits outside and drinks.
Oh,
like
Canada?
in Montreal,
Very big
I'm from
drinking
Montreal.
Giant pitchers.
We
Montreal's
literally put tables outside.
You
the
say
minute the
Montreal?
warm weather.
I love the Montreal accent.
That's where she's from.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah, it's a cool. It sounds like Pinky Tuscadero.
It's kind of like it's like talk like that. You
Yeah.
come and we have a drink in the daytime. It's fun. It's good. You know what I mean, Bert?
I was in I love Canada. I was in Edmonton in their summer when it's a little brighter,
That's
a
the
little
only.
longer.
That's the only time to be.
That's
in
our
Edmonton.
Texas.
Oh,
It is our Texas.
dude.
Yeah.
The Edmontonians are fucking. It's like Colorado, but with a big dick.
You don't have fun there.
They
Did you go to
do.
Stampede? There's a Stampede.
I went to Stampede.
That's
That's in
Calgary.
Calgary. I went to
Calgary.
Calgary.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
I
that's
went to
fun.
Stampede. That was fucking
Calgary
crazy.
Stampede's crazy.
That's our Austin.
They're
That's our
Toronto.
Austin.
Yeah, that's our Austin.
Yeah.
And what's Toronto?
Toronto.
New York.
New York. Toronto's our Ottawa. Sadly,
Toronto's. Wait, Toronto's right by Detroit, right?
that's Windsor.
Toronto. Yeah, Toronto. Well, Toronto's
Well,
5 hours from drive.
But we have a city, Windsor, which is across from
Yeah,
Detroit.
that's not the one I'm thinking.
it's south
Okay.
south of Detroit.
Windsor is.
Windsor is south of
It is
Detroit.
weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, strange.
Detroit is north of.
It is.
But Toronto,
is actually
we're
north
close to
of Canada.
Buffalo. Toronto's close to Buffalo.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Buffalo and Toronto. Oh yeah, Toronto's the one that had that. You probably don't remember. They used to have a weed club.
Oh yeah,
that
no,
you
I think
could
that's
play.
Boyd. Yeah, Boyd Banks used to play there a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know Boyd at
No.
all? He's a big stoner comedian.
But you could play in Toronto. I think that's Toronto.
Yeah.
I always get.
Scott Thompson did a lot of stuff there.
I know
think.
Scott
Yeah,
Thompson.
yeah. I know
you
him
guys,
too.
remember you guys came. You guys, when I worked the door at a comedy club in New York, you guys all came. You were doing something. This is probably 20 years ago. So you're probably doing something with the New York Comedy Festival.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
And you guys walked in and the crowd went nuts and they were like, get on stage. And Scott Thompson just jumped up on stage and you went into the like hallway, and I was in the hallway. I worked the door, and I was like, you should get up there. And you're like, I don't do stand up. And I was like, it doesn't matter. You can figure it out. And you're like, no, I don't do stand up. I don't know what to say. Like I have nothing to say.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, just start talking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
And then I was like, come on. And then
Easy.
they pulled you up on stage, and you held true to that statement. You're like, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say right now.
That was the
There's
routine,
nothing.
right?
yeah.
Were you doing stand up then?
I was doing stand up at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he rolled in, and I was like, at the time, I was obsessed with news radio.
Yeah.
God, what a great fucking show that was.
Cast
Yeah,
was
that
insane.
was
Yeah.
That
great.
cast was insane. It was per laugh per minute, probably the hardest laughing show in show business
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
And everything was so good, and it was like, God, it was just. I mean, I remember it coming on and just sitting literally crisscross applesauce in my bed, naked, just.
Aw.
That's
Yeah.
sweet. That's a sweet
Bert,
memory.
when's the first time you took your shirt off on stage? What happened?
I was.
What
I
made you
used to
do
take. I used to take it off. I used to rip it off and then put it back on. Like
Right.
I'd go up, rip it off, kill a beer, and then
Right.
put it back on. And then one day I was in Columbus and I ripped it off, And it gets this huge response.
Yeah.
And I start talking to the crowd and I'm messing around and I was getting big laughs. And like 15 minutes in, I realized I haven't put my shirt back on yet. And I go to put it on and this woman goes, keep it off. I did the whole set shirtless, and then someone came up to me after the show and they're like, I can't believe you did that shirtless. Imagine if you put your shirt on next time, how much harder those jokes are going to kill because you're doing it at a deficit. So in my head, I'm like, all right, what I'll do stand up with my shirt off on the road. And then when I go to do my special, I'll put a shirt on.
Right.
I'm going to fucking destroy. Like these jokes will be so much better
Right.
because they're not distracted by this shirtless man.
Yeah.
But then I go to do the special and I'm like, I've never put a shirt. I haven't worked with a shirt on in 9 years.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put it on for a fucking special.
Yeah.
And I told Showtime, I said, I think I'm going to do it shirtless. And they were like, I think that's a big mistake. I was like, really? And they're like, I think it's giving people a reason to turn the channel. Like, you don't want to give them a reason to change the channel. I was like, yeah. They're like, well, why don't you do one with your shirt and one without your shirt? I was like, no, because you'll use the one with my shirt. And and in my head, I was like, I don't know. I just thought, like in stupid branding terms, I was like, well, if anyone see me do stand up in 9 years, they know that I don't have a shirt on. So if they turn on TV and they see me shirtless, they're gonna go, oh, I know that
who
guy.
that is. Yeah.
Right.
And so I did it shirtless, and man, Showtime was right. No one watched it. Like everyone changed the channel.
Seriously?
Really?
Everyone.
No.
That shocks me.
Wow.
Everyone. It was one of their lowest rated specials that year.
That shocks me.
Well, I hadn't done mine yet.
But that machine story, I have a short story about getting involved with the Russian mafia and robbing a train. I posted it illegally. I just posted the story, and it went viral. And as soon as it went viral, then everyone knew me as a guy with the shirt off. And so then,
that was your thing.
yeah, and then I do the Netflix special, and people see the shirt off, and they're like, "Oh, it's the machine."
Yeah.
So-
So the weird thing is that you having no shirt on in no way plays into your act at all.
No, it's irrelevant.
Well, yeah,
That's
It's not
all
like
I'm
it's
saying.
like your whole act is about look at me without my shirt.
It's just a bonus.
It's like you just take your shirt off and you're just a guy without a shirt doing a stand-up act.
Yeah, I don't. I don't
not-
talk about it. I don't really mention that my shirt's off. I don't know. I think I just did it so much that I just never. It didn't occur to me.
It's just there. Yeah, which is
Like comfortable.
yeah.
I just watched a thing you posted that I thought was seriously impressive, and it's a dance you did.
Oh.
That was serious choreography.
Oh yeah.
And that looked really difficult.
I haven't
You
seen
dance?
this.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen
And
it. He was
also,
telling
you
me about
have
it.
you're a dancer from the inside, man.
Thank you.
You really are. It was a natural thing for you, I thought.
So a few months ago, we did a podcast, me and Joe and Ari and Tom. We're talking about what our next challenge would be. My daughters and I are obsessed with these. They're like viral dancing stars that are on Instagram. My daughters and I watch them. We send them back and forth to each other when you see a good one. They're always, I could literally watch anyone dance. It's just fun to watch people dance. So there's this one young woman that my daughters and I are obsessed with. Her name's Delaney Glazer. So I pitched to Joe and Tom and Ari that for the next physical challenge, we should all get a dance instructor for the month and each learn a hip hop dance and then choreograph it. And then at the end of the month, each post ours will have people vote on it. Joe was adamantly against it, as was Ari. They both thought this was a horrible idea. And so I was like, fine, that's fine. But I really wanted to do a dance personally. I thought it would be a fun thing to put online. So I contacted this girl, Delaney, and I was like, hey, my name's Bert. I'm a comedian. I have a big tour. The Body Shots World Tour is kicking off another North American tour. And I want to do a promotional video of me dancing for like 50 seconds. Can you teach me a hip hop dance? She was like, yeah. So she taught me like 2 classes. And then we had like a film crew. It cost $1,200 to shoot.
That's it.
$1,200.
It looks amazing.
It looks amazing, right?
It looks.
It's completely professional.
There's a thing. There's a side thing. Paul knows.
Can I just say that my favorite though?
Yeah.
Is the wave.
Yeah. At the end.
It's the little things. Now,
Yeah.
did that come from you?
Yeah.
Like the little weird moves.
Yeah. She, we did like 4 takes, and then the last, that very end of the wave was one where they were just like, we had the studio for an hour, and we got the take within like 15, 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. And they're like, well, is there anything else you want to shoot? And then someone was like, hey, why don't you just like, don't move at all and just dance, just make up a dance for like a minute. And so I threw that wave in there.
Oh, man. I love it. I'm a fan.
I can check it out.
Here, I'll show it to you. I'm sure I have
show
on
it to
my
Dave.
phone.
Dave has to see it.
Yeah.
Here.
It's really good promo.
Because not all
though.
comedians can dance. I know that.
Oh,
What?
Oh,
What?
we have a TV.
I don't know how to do
Fucking
that.
shit, we have a TV.
Yeah, it's been there.
Fuckers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, well, here we go.
I never looked
You
up.
got it?
Oh, we have a little TV.
Eric
Oh, we do have a
got-
TV.
Really?
See, I'm all about I love promo videos. I'm a promo whore.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Yeah,
old
yeah.
wrestling promos.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
anything like I'm going to tell you about
Yeah.
my tour dates always. I always want you to see
Right.
me do stand-ups. It's the best thing I'm best at.
Mm-hmm.
But why just stand there in front of a camera and go, "Hey guys, I'm going on tour."
Right.
You feel like an idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not make something a little more fun that is
Yeah.
that people go, "Hey, that's
Some entertainment
Yeah, it's a
value.
little entertainment. So for $1,200, I get this girl to teach me how to dance and I shoot a video and it does well. I think people enjoy it and they pass it around and
Yeah, definitely.
It's
so
amazing.
that's my
Definitely.
Are you always thinking that way?
always 100%. I was at Travel Channel for 9 years and I just there
Travel
you go.
Channel?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Well,
rewind.
that's
rewind.
later in it.
Don't look.
Yeah.
Don't look.
Okay, I'm
Don't
not
look.
looking.
Don't look.
And then the tour dates go by.
Don't look. Oh, beginning.
Fast in my
Okay.
opinion, but
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Okay, there.
Want-
Look,
can I look now?
look. Yeah, that's her.
That's
We might want the music too.
That's her.
Yeah, louder. Oh. Look. That.
I'm telling you, the moves are legit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
This is the kick. The kick is what I like.
And the attitude.
Stripper move.
Yep. I'm the champion move. I'm the champion.
This is it. This
Yeah,
is it.
yeah,
This is
they're
it.
coming off.
Yeah. Oh.
Rip.
Woo! Yeah. And there's the dates. So brilliant.
Cut. Where it just goes to the you stand.
Wait, look,
The
look.
thing is my favorite.
Wait.
Anyway.
The machine.
Yeah,
Put up.
and so I love
That is
I love
pretty
a good
awesome.
promo
Google
video.
that. Google
Yeah.
I
that.
did one the other night that I just came. I was like, we were in my house. I'm a big Speedo fan. I wear Speedos
Yeah.
when I'm swimming in my
So
pool.
does Paul.
I like Speedos.
I'm a
Yeah.
big Speedo
Yeah,
fan.
yeah.
And
I had,
so-
I had an orange one that I still miss.
oh,
Whenever they come.
I have a sponsorship with a Speedo company.
What?
Not
Wow.
a Speedo, with
Wow.
a company called Shinesty.
Mm-hmm.
They make
Yeah.
they make a dong
Banana-
sarong or
banana
something.
hammock.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So one night I'm like, I was like, I want to promote the tour dates, and I was like, I had an idea. So I got my daughters. Here, I'll show you on my phone. But I just got my daughters. I was like, I grabbed a leaf
Do
blower.
your daughters enjoy
You'll
your
see the
way?
look on my daughter's face, and you'll go, "Oh, they do not enjoy this."
Do you have,
You
how
can
many-
totally tell.
you have
that
two
my-
kids?
Yeah. You
Is
can
that
see
a
the look on
tiger
my-
Speedo?
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
you see the look on my daughter's face, just clearly unamused.
dude. That's Bob
Yeah.
Seger, Rambling Gambling Man.
It's a great. I want
my favorite Bob Seger song.
It's one of the best Bob Seger
it's
songs ever.
It's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I know. That's why I just thought of.
Wow.
I used to play this in a band. It's my favorite. It's my favorite song.
Yeah, but so, and then you put tour
That's
dates
so
to it,
awesome.
and then you're like,
And then you're done.
Yeah.
Then you're
I
done.
enjoy that shit. When I was saying, when I was on Travel Channel, I was there for like 9 years, and I was just a hired hand. I mean, a lot of times I just go in, say the thing, and then I'd go for a walk or go like shopping. Like it was.
Would you really travel? Would they send you places?
Oh yeah.
Like all over the world.
All over the world. Every January, you'd get a phone call from the network, and they go, "What are 13 places you want to go?" And you just go, "I don't know." I remember saying Zanzibar one time.
What a fantastic.
Wow. Did you bring your wife? Were you able
No,
to?
I never brought my wife.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's how you do it.
But I was just a hired gun, so I'd go in and I'd talk and I'd do the reads and I'd do the host
Yeah.
stuff.
Did you improvise it, or did they write it for you?
I improvised the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just I got bored, and then I started shooting stuff on my own and editing it, and learned how to edit. And I was like, oh, this can be really fun. And that's when I just started like doing little call out videos to my buddies and promoting dates, and I just enjoy it. So like I kind of think in that perspective where I'm like, I should definitely shoot something, and then you never know who sees it. Maybe someone likes it.
Wow.
Maybe you
Yeah.
can roll in something. Who knows?
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
Funny.
Hey,
when we
say
were
ad.
when we
Say
ad.
What ad?
ad. Say ad. We're doing an ad. Go and go.
Okay, hey everybody. This is our scheduled interruption where we present some sort of a good or service, maybe depending on your own internet habits. Maybe you get an ad, maybe you don't. Let's see what happens.
Oh, we're back.
That's nice,
There we
Evan.
That was beautiful.
We didn't
Paul,
start
what
doing
were you
that
saying,
'cause we
Paul?
were getting
I don't
those,
remember.
Oh,
you know
see, that
those YouTube interruptions. You know, the ads where it just comes in the middle of a sentence.
right.
Yeah.
We were getting so that's why we started adding in the
Yeah.
That's not bad.
building in a little gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys shoot this on 2 cameras?
What do you got?
I don't know.
Three.
Oh, yeah. There's the other one.
Yeah.
There's one just on the back of your head.
No.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to do, it's up to you.
That's my beauty shot.
It is on
Yeah.
the back of your head.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I remember like the Kids in the Hall. We used to always try to make like every promo we wanted to make it a creative something that was everything had to have our flavor.
Oh, I
all
would
the
have loved.
time.
I would have loved
You
that
know,
doing that, working with other people like that.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
Oh, I would have loved
And
it.
horrifying at the same time. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was
yes.
yeah, because Kids. Well, we were famous for fighting all the time. So.
Were you really?
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
We all yeah.
One of the
These
guys-
guys knew us from.
One of the guys lived by me in my old house. One of the guys, the curly-haired guy.
Oh, Kevin.
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin up on
Over near Hollywood Bowl.
an orchid.
Yeah.
Yeah, or as his then wife kept calling it orchid.
Yeah.
She was not
Because she was a
smart.
brainiac.
Yeah,
That one.
Yeah,
Are you guys done? Or would you do something again?
we might do something next year. Yeah.
Oh,
We
really?
might do something. There are talks being had. There are people discussing it.
You guys get together and do stuff every now and then.
Every few years,
Yeah.
we seem to do
You
something.
were doing live tours
Some
for a while. there.
tours.
Yeah, so we might do we might do that next year too. But I think we're looking at doing some sort of a TV project.
That'd be great.
Yeah, so that would be fun.
Cooking show. There, I gave you an idea.
Oh, all right.
I have
You
a
have a
cooking show.
cooking
Yeah,
show,
I have
yeah.
a cooking show.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's called Something's Burning.
yeah. And you do it in New York?
No, I do
Or
it.
did here?
I did some in New York. So I was on tour in Europe, and I was like, well, on my way back, I'll stop in New York, break up the flight, and then we'll just do some episodes. And I think we did 10. But I have an episode. I'm shooting an episode tomorrow. I'm trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
What are you making?
Maybe they're
I don't
listening.
know.
Is that why you don't?
Yeah,
have to
I never know what I'm going to make. When we get there, they just have it all set up.
Yeah.
It's not really about the cooking. It's more
Do
about
you
the
cook?
conversation. Yeah, I mean, I cook more than the average person, probably a lot more.
Paul only cooks. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
cook.
a
I
cook.
don't
Oh,
cook
really?
at all. I
Yeah.
hate cooking.
I also bake
I
bread.
love
I
cooking.
got into baking.
Hey, we
I'm
just
a
got a bread.
baker.
We got a bread maker.
Did you?
Have you ever had Tom Papa on the podcast?
No.
Oh,
Is he bread guy?
hardcore.
Really?
Oh.
He had a TV show on Food Network about making bread.
Come on.
Really?
That's
I
my
swear to God.
obsession.
Oh,
Wow.
he makes amazing sourdough bread.
Oh, so does
So do
Paul.
I.
So Paul's
Paul
You
makes
gotta
a
get-
starter.
You got to get Tom Papa on here.
I make Montreal.
Do you hear
bagels, too. What?
they made sourdough bread from the time of Jesus?
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it. It was
Yeah.
they found it in an urn. They found the yeast in an urn.
Yeah,
They
And that
cultivate.
just and old yeast freaked
Yeah.
me out, and I was
Yeah.
grossed out.
That's pretty gross.
Girls don't
yeah.
like
And-
hearing old yeast.
Oh,
yeah,
Girls
I
don't
guess,
like
yeah.
yeast.
Girls hate yeast.
I'm not religious, but I've heard that Jesus is actually made of bread.
He's not made of bread for the last
Ah,
time.
made of bread.
Eat bread. Eat 'em.
Yeah.
Made of
Yeah, his body.
Body
is
of
bread.
Christ.
Body of Christ.
Body
Oh,
of
he was
Christ.
made
Bread.
of bread. wasn't
Shit.
he?
Made of
The whole
bread.
time he's been
Yeah.
made of bread.
Made of bread and wine.
God,
He's
yeah.
the
Blood.
original
No, made of
gingerbread
blood.
man.
Yeah,
It's delicious.
that's why people worshipped him.
I get it now.
He said to the Romans, "Catch me if you can."
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm delicious with butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love
gingerbread
bread.
man.
I'm going through a sandwich phase right now.
I love bread.
That's not good for the weight.
Oh,
my
I'm trying to stop bread.
my wife Chrissy, who isn't on there anymore, she's got us on all this gluten free, clean eating stuff.
Oh, bring that. I love that
But
shit.
like the gluten-free
I
I
hate-
would love. I would love my wife to be a hint of that. My wife does not. She's a redneck, so like every meal's got to have a slice of toast, like a breakfast.
Yeah.
is slice of toast with some butter and some jam, or some sorghum syrup.
Delicious.
So 1 egg, some fruit, and a cup of coffee. My wife's like a legit redneck.
I might become girlfriends with your wife.
She's
We can have
Sounds
coffee and
delicious.
toast.
she's
and jam.
she thinks that she's the reason we're friends with people. I'm like
Yeah, she's right.
she's no
She's right. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
she's like I'm trying to think of the right analogy without sounding too offensive. She is
Think
a
fast.
great starting pitcher who can throw a solid 8 innings.
Yeah.
Journeyman. No one's ever going to know about her. Everyone's going to be like, "Oh yeah, that was a good picture." And whatever happened to him? Oh, just
Solid.
retired. Just solid. I'm Babe Ruth. Like,
Yeah, but that's a
I
good
strike
team.
out a lot,
You-
but when I hit
but
home runs, I
you're
hit
not
home
going to
runs.
The
get
show,
in.
though,
You're not
right?
going to get in that
People come
door.
to see the show.
Yeah, right.
Get in the
Yeah.
door because of her, and then you stay because of
Yeah,
you.
that's right.
That's it.
The party
my wife,
begins.
That's
my
team.
wife gets us in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warm up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
See, yeah, my wife gets me out of the door. That's the only.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it were up to me, we'd never see another human being.
I'm
Yeah,
not
no.
like that
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
You'd go
I start
out.
getting
You
antsy.
go out. You go
Oh,
out.
I say stuff like, "Are we not partying tonight?"
I get worn out if I'm around people too much. I get
For
like,
real?
exhausted. Just being around people exhausts me, and I have to be alone.
I've been getting exhausted podcasting lately. This is a podcast that I'm excited to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but like,
well, good.
But no, but like sometimes because I do my own, I do it so
Yeah.
many.
Yeah.
Do you
And I
do
just-
it? Do you do it from your house?
I do it from my house.
Yeah.
And I talk so much that I find myself saying stuff I don't even mean sometimes.
No.
Like I'm just like
Like I love
Just
you.
to,
I
just
love
to
you,
fill the space,
children.
right?
yeah, just talking shit about fucking Amy Schumer or Sarah Silverman or Aziz, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what
Getting in
the fuck am I
trouble?
doing? Like, I like those people, but
Yeah.
then someone asks you, and then you feel like you have a hot take.
Yeah.
Like I don't know when we comedians with podcasts decided we'd throw our 2 cents in on women's rights and abortion. It's like when the
Celebrity.
fuck? Who gives a fuck what I care
Yeah.
or think about anything?
You know what? I heard Sarah Silverman was going to be the topless comedian, but then you beat her to it.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of weird
people.
dudes.
Such a
Oh,
crush on
lot of
Sarah
angry
Silverman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many women, so many female. I always
Everyone had a crush on Sarah. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
All female comedians are sexy. All
Yeah.
of them. There's something sexy to every single one. Funny. I think funny is sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
You know?
I agree.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyone
I
who
totally
can make
agree.
you laugh.
Your wife makes you laugh?
Oh, man, she is your first wife.
She-
You're fucked if she doesn't make you
Yeah.
laugh.
She makes me laugh.
Love
She
that
is.
pause. though.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't think it's when what I find funny is when people aren't trying to be funny.
Right.
That's when I
They're-
find humor in.
They are funny.
Yeah,
as
when they're
people.
when people are trying to be funny, it does.
Not funny.
It's tone deaf to me.
Yeah.
But when people aren't trying to be funny, it's so.
I think that's true of everything. That's
Yeah,
like
good
people
comedy
trying to
is
be
an
sexy
effortless thing.
too.
Yeah.
That's not sexy.
Well, I think Evan is
Not funny at all right now.
but he's
like
he's
this.
tinkling away,
That's
which
for
must
sure.
mean he's gotten a
Yes.
text from Chrissy in Texas.
No, I got it from Jackie.
From Jackie.
I gave him away.
Oh,
Because
getting
I got
away.
a text from Chrissy. And
Yeah.
Get
She's
out of the
usually
studio.
here producing.
Yeah, usually, Chrissy
Where's
usually
she?
makes
Where's she?
everything work.
She's
Where's
in
she now?
Dallas.
She's doing a play she's doing In the Heights in Dallas.
In the Heights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
musical.
it's
Lin-Manuel.
Probably.
Lin-Manuel
Is it about Puerto
Broadway
Rican?
style music. Yes.
Hmm?
As
Is
a
it
matter
about
of fact,
Puerto
it
It
is.
is
About Puerto Rico.
near a bridge.
It's by the guy who did Hamilton. It's his first play.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Do you know that Hamilton is apparently was a racist?
What?
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, but yeah.
I
but-
just watched all the Civil War. Remember that Ken Burns thing?
Yeah.
I just rewatched
Yeah.
the entire thing.
Dude, I'm obsessed with Ken Burns,
You
and
guys
my
could be
buddy's
boys.
No.
married to his daughter.
Oh
What?
really?
Wow.
What?
I could not. Are
you serious?
Yeah, I couldn't be.
I just get told I look like him a lot.
Have you
You,
met him?
you do have a Ken Burns thing.
People are always saying, "Oh, Dave Foley should play Ken Burns."
You could. We should do a Ken Burns sketch.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I'm in. Let's do it.
All right. But
That's
then,
right. But I can't get enough of the Civil War.
Do you know who to thank, Dave, without paper?
Nope.
I like all of those. Did you know what?
I'm gonna watch
Ken
the
Burns-
American
Nope.
one.
I don't have my
American
cheat
next.
notes. So
I watched
no one's getting thanked.
Did he do the Roosevelts too?
Yes.
I watched the Roosevelts.
I haven't seen that yet.
I watched the American one where they talk about going west.
That's what I'm talking.
Dude,
That's
that
what I
one's
want to see.
fucking awesome. What I do is I put those Ken Burns documentaries on a plane and drink, and then I'll fall asleep, wake up, and then kind of pick up where I was. Dude,
Yeah.
I love those fucking
I know.
documentaries.
The-
They're
Yeah.
just pictures.
The jazz one.
And he makes it so.
It's just pictures.
Compelling, right?
It's just fucking pictures.
And the voiceover work is brilliant.
I mean, it's just fucking pictures.
Yep.
He made a movie with just pictures.
Yeah, it's crazy.
and on, yeah.
It's a film
and on
script.
your and on your
talkies.
iMovie, it's the Ken Burns effect now.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I use it all the time.
Yeah, it's like slow pull it into the picture.
You can cheat it to look
Yeah.
like a jib shot if you're good.
Yeah.
I know.
All right, Eban. Well, I'm just going to say thank you to the people we usually say thank you to. Oh, here, we got it. People who help us make this show: Lauren Afnier, Kaylin Rushing, Hazel Tito, and Eric, whose last name we don't know yet because he just started with us today.
But
And
he's
Dustin
awesome.
Knaus. And please take a photo, it says.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
us. We want to take
Okay.
Oh,
a
is
photo.
this Chrissy from
That's Chrissy.
Texas?
That's Chrissy from
what
Texas.
am I supposed to say?
You're gonna.
You're going to say
Find
subscribe.
us. Find us at Don't Say Paul and Dave. What is it?
Don't
what
say
did we call
Paul
it
and
again?
Dave.
And iTunes and oops.
What? There we go.
no, it's okay.
I didn't mean to
Keep
do
going.
that.
Keep going.
iTunes and Stitcher.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Want to do it? Where to
Yeah.
find us?
I don't know. Just make
Guys,
something up.
this is what you say.
Okay,
I
can
feel
you
like-
do it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
find
you
us
know.
wherever you listen to your podcasts.
There you go.
Oh,
That's,
I like
yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Find us wherever you listen to your podcast because you never know. I used to be a big Stitcher fan, and then I just kind of got off Stitcher. Right now, there's Laughable is a great app that I use because you can find out what other podcasts you've been on. Yeah, it's a great app.
Oh.
But for the most part, lately I've been watching all my podcasts on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is on YouTube. We got a YouTube
We're
channel.
on
Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah,
You
I've
can
been
watch us on
watching a lot of
YouTube.
those.
And then you get to see how pretty we are.
Yeah, I keep watching a lot of people debating Jordan Peterson lately.
Oh, do not get me started.
It's too late in the
That's
podcast.
another
Yeah,
episode.
we'll talk about it once we get off the air.
If you looked at my what YouTube suggests I watch, you must think that I'm a steroid-filled alt-right pirate. But it's just what I watch. I don't believe, but I'm like, I've never owned a boat, but man, I get boat launching videos.
Pirate.
I'm a 73-year-old British lesbian.
All right. Well, I think
10-year-old child.
I think we're just gonna
I'm a 10-year-old child.
Damn.
say, everybody, until next time.
See you next Tuesday.